guys, it's Alyssa. Today is Vlogmas day 5 or 6. I don't really remember. I was just laughing. I look kind of rough today. Today's the day I clean house, and so this morning I just like threw some dry shampoo in my hair, and it looks like I kind of OD'd on it because looks like I have a little scum streak happening. But anywho, today I wanted to do the Holly Jolly holiday tag, and I actually saw this. It's funny because Rochelle suggested this, but she saw it from a different YouTube user. And I saw it on Amarixe's channel last night and thought it was a cute tag. And so we're both going to do it. And I'm pretty sure it's like the exact same version from both of them. But the first question is, do you start your Christmas shopping on Black Friday or wait until the last minute? I went out once for Black Friday, maybe actually with Rochelle. And I saw people like quite literally get in a fist fight over a GPS. And I was just over it. It's not worth it. Honestly, I don't even think that the Black Friday deals at most places are that good. Like, I know Bath & Body Works has some good ones, and I've heard some people say that stores like J. Crew and some places have good sales, but everywhere I've ever been, the only thing that was really marked significantly down were electronics, which I'm not that interested in anyway. So I actually usually do my Christmas shopping like the first week or two in November, and I just go to the stores and get it. I don't really or I usually go with Rochelle on like a big shopping trip, and we just get all taken care of in one day. But I've never really participated in the Black Friday, and I'm not a last minute person because then you can't find anything that you want. So I guess I'm neither. The next one, if you could be in any Christmas movie, what would it be? That's a really hard one. Oh gosh, I liked Elf, so I think it might be fun to have Buddy the Elf for like a brother. But I also think it would really be fun to go back into like the Rudolph Christmas special and be somebody in that and get to meet all the characters. Or White Christmas if you wanted the dancers. That could be fun. Yeah, that's a tough one, but I guess I'm going to say probably Elf. And then the next one, which do you like better, Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? I think I like Christmas Eve better because usually what I do is go over to Rochelle's family's house for like a family breakfast. And then I come home and do stuff with my family all day, and my grandma usually makes us like a pretty big meal, and then we end up going to church together. And depending on what's going on the next day, with like traveling and everything, we'll open presents. Thankfully, my family lives only like an hour and 20 minutes away from where I'm at, so it's not really like a big haul to go to and from there. But to me, Christmas Eve is less disappointing than Christmas, because after you open your presents in the morning, like depending on what your traditions is, the rest of the day is kind of bummer because you're just like, now what? And then I think my least favorite time of the year is January and February. And so after Christmas is over, then you're just stuck with like crummy winter. And I don't like that. Next one, number 4. When does your family put up your tree and who decorates it? At my grandma's house where I grew up, my grandma put it up, and of course we helped her decorate it. And then now that I'm married and live and own my own home, usually Andrew and I go cut a tree down at a tree farm, and then we put it up. Or actually he puts it up because I'm kind of small, and he usually gets like the biggest Christmas tree he can find, so not much help. And then I help him decorate it. Next question is, white lights or colored lights? This is easy. I'm from the South. The tackier the better. We like to display our crazy and tacky out on the lawn, and so for me, like, those houses, the more lights and the more inflatables and the crazier their nativity scenes are and the more colored lights they have, the better. So that was actually mine and Andrew's like first compromise as a married couple, was he put white lights on the outside of the house because that's what he likes, as he's more conservative. And then I get white. I'm pointing over here. My Christmas tree, it looks like a tree right now. It's not decorated. The Christmas tree gets colored lights on it for me because I like tacky stuff. I just think colored lights are more festive. Like, white lights are kind of, I mean, they can be pretty if you do the icicle kind of lights and stuff, but I think they're kind of lame. I would much rather have like a colorful, festive house covered in junk and covered in colored lights. Next question. Are you guilty of peeking at your presents, or do you like the surprise? I like to hunt them down in the closet and find out what they are to make sure I got what I wanted. I'm definitely a peeker. Not so much when they're like around the tree, but my sister and I have always peeked. I can't remember a Christmas. Gosh, even now as adults, we still, like when we go to my grandma's, we still try to look at all the each other have gotten. At work, we're doing a Secret Santa, And this friend at work and I made a chart to try to figure out all the secret Santas and who people had because we were just too excited. We wanted to know. We were peeking. Next question. Would you rather live in a gingerbread house or Santa's workshop? Well, a gingerbread house can melt in the rain, and usually where there's a gingerbread house, there's a witch that wants to eat children. So I'm going to say Santa's workshop because I feel like Santa probably has access to really good health care because he has to go around all year. And it's very clean because he has all the elf workers doing stuff for him. And you know there's always good food because Santa's big and fat. So I think the ideal place would be Santa's workshop. I think you would be very well taken care of there. And I also just think it would be really fun to see the toys and help make the toys and just do Christmas all year round. And I don't think I want to live in a gingerbread house because I'd be afraid a witch would come and bite my leg off and it would be scary. Number 8, tell us your Christmas Eve traditions. I kind of already did. Normally I go to Rochelle's and they do a breakfast and then they play board games and then she and I exchange our presents. I think it's been that way for a really long time. I don't actually know what's going to happen this year. I haven't really talked to anybody about plans yet. But then normally we go over to my grandma's and watch bad TV. My sister and I, before we were both married, would watch like whatever the newest Barbie movie was that year. Don't judge me. And then we would kind of just like go to Walmart and do some last minute shopping or watch TV and just kind of fool around until it was time to go to church and eat dinner. And that's been how it is for as long as I can remember. Number 9, if you could be under the mistletoe with anyone, who would it be? Well, excluding Andrew, because I feel like that's a given, and that's not that much fun of an answer, I would have to say Taylor Lautner now that he's not a crime anymore. Yeah, so. But anyway, next, what tops your tree? Well, actually, it's kind of funny because at my grandma, she has this like really tacky retro light up star that it's like plastic, but it has Christmas lights wound inside of it, and it's from my grandfather's old Montgomery Ward store from like the 70s. So I mean, it truly is retro. And then Andrew has this star, and it's cute. I like it, but I guess it's not as like tacky as I would like. And it's on he just got it like Home Depot or somewhere. It's a white glass star with like a spring on it, so it sits on top of the Christmas tree, and it's really pretty, but it's just not as exciting as a bright tacky colored one. I was like, what number am I? Number 11. Can you name the 12 days of Christmas? Oh gosh. I think I'm gonna have to sing it in my head. I'm okay until like number 8, and then I get mixed up. 12. Is it 12 drummers drumming? 11 pipers piping, 10 lords a leaping, maybe 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, I think, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. I think. Is that right? I don't know. I don't think that's right. But anyway, maybe that's a yes, maybe that's a no. I have to Google it. Next one. I didn't want to cheat though. Have you ever gone, I thought I wrote down cuddling. Have you ever gone cuddling? Maybe in high school. I don't know what that means. Have you ever gone caroling? Yes. I used to sing like way back in the day in a quartet. And we would go around and carol at the nursing homes because they loved it. And a lot of them didn't have people come to visit them. So I would suggest if you sing, that's a really good like outreach thing you can do for Christmas. And then my church used to always, like the youth group used to go caroling in the back of a pickup truck. They would go to like the country club in town because it was a safe neighborhood. And they would take us in the back of the truck, like back before, you had to wear a seatbelt in the car and stuff. And we would get out and carol at people from the church or people like parents, friends and stuff that we knew. And I always really liked it, except for the fact it was like really cold. But yeah, I've been caroling many times actually. Number 13, do you count down to Christmas? If so, how many days are left? Well, I mean, not that it matters like what religion I am or what religion you are, to each his own. But in the Presbyterian church, I'm Presbyterian and my husband's Catholic, and so both of our religions celebrate the Advent season. And so we usually do a countdown with like an Advent wreath with the 5 candles, and each one is supposed to represent, I should know that, like a different there's usually like a Bible verse or Bible story that goes with it that leads up to the time of Jesus' birth. And Christmas is like there's a white candle in the middle that you light for Christmas. But also we used to do like those advent calendars. I know CVS has some really cute ones that have like Snoopy, that you open the doors, and have the chocolate. Every time I think of the advent calendar, I know I've talked about National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation a lot, which isn't on purpose. It's just a coincidence that they have all this stuff. But they actually have a really cool advent calendar in that, or like Christmas count. I don't know if it's necessarily advent, but like a Christmas countdown in that movie. And it has like little doors. And theirs, I don't think, had candy in it. It seems like they open it and it was like pictures of angels or Santa or whatever. But for some reason, advent calendars always make me think of that. Number 14, what are some foods and treats you can count on having every season? Well, every Christmas, my grandmother always makes these homemade mints out of like confectioner sugar and something else. But she molds them in these, and she's been doing it, as long as I can remember, in these like little tiny plastic molds. And for Christmas, she has snowmen and stars and little bells and poinsettias or poinsettias, however you say that. Everyone I know says it differently. And she makes those, and they're really good. My sister always gets in trouble because she gets into them when she's not supposed to. And then she makes cheese straws using like sharp cheddar, and it's all from scratch. And they're just like basically like Cheez-Its, only in a different shape, but they're homemade and they're so good. And those are ones like when cheese straws are fresh out of the oven, man, that's a treat I can always count on. And I also always love all the seasonal foods that come out. I really want to try, sorry, my neighbor is honking for her kids to come out and get a ride to whatever sports thing they're going to. I really want to try the holiday Pringles, but they're like really weird flavors, like white chocolate Pringles and pumpkin pie Pringles. If you've tried those or seen them, I can't find them anywhere, but I really want to try them, so let me know in the comments below. And then the last question is, how has Christmas kept its magic for you as you've grown older? I think this is an easy one for me. Part of the thing is with me, like I have an advantage because I work with kids, and so I still get to see how excited they are about Santa Claus coming and hearing them talk about presents and stuff. But I mean, for me, I don't think Christmas has lost its magic because it's not about Santa Claus, Depending on what religion you are and what like background you are, there's so many different holidays in December that have nothing to do. Sorry, I was like coughing up something. That was weird. Anyway, that don't have anything to do with like Santa Claus or opening presents. And yeah, that's fun, but that's not what it's about. I mean, for me, of course, it's about Jesus being born and stuff. And so that part to me hasn't lost its excitement. It's just a big celebration. It's a big birthday party for Jesus. And I really like all of the seasonal stuff that comes out. I get excited about the Christmas lights and the decorating and all the seasonal activities. So for me, I don't feel like it's really lost its magic. And I'm looking forward to, when I have children, being able to see that magic and have those moments with them. But anyway, that was it. Sorry, Webster's like hacking up alone right now. Hope you're having a good day and a happy Christmas month, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.